channel. So in this class we are going to start class 12 series, and we'll discuss the first chapter, relation. In this class we will discuss Cartesian product, a relationship between sets and relation, and what is relation, definition of relation, and what is range, domain and codomain. Okay, so what is Cartesian product? Before start the chapter relation, we need to understand what is Cartesian product. So let A and B non-empty set, and the Cartesian product of A and B denoted by A cross B. This one is called cross. Is a set defined by A cross B equals to A comma B. A belongs to A and B belongs to B. So let us take an example. Set A equals to, if I write 5, 6, 7, and if I write B equals to, if I write E, F, G, the elements of A are there and these are the element of B. So if I define A cross B, we'll find out order pair 5, E. This element to this element. And next 5 to this element. 5, F. Okay. And next 5 to G. 5, G. Comma. We write 6, E. Similarly 6, F. Next 6, G. And next 7, E. And 7, F. And 7, G. Clear? Take B cross A. What will happen? B cross A means we will multiply this element to this element. Means the order pair should be like that. E, F. E, 6. E, 7. Next F, 5. F, 6. And F, 7. And G, 5. And G, 6. And G, 7. So we can conclude that A cross B not equal to B cross A. Okay, got it? Okay. So this is the way to find out Cartesian product between two sets. Okay. So next we will discuss relationship between sets and relation. So what is sets? We know set is a well-defined collection of distinct objects and considered as a single entity. Okay, so example, you can take A is a set, 1, 2, 3 is a element, B is a set, the while set of while. So relations, what is relation? So relation can be defined between two persons. Suppose there is husband-wife relation. Suppose there should be mother and son relation. Suppose there should be teachers and student relation. So relation can be between two or more than two persons. So relation are between two sets. So relation between here two sets A and B is a subset of a Cartesian product A cross B. Okay. So in the if I say that in the previous slide, so if I define a relation R, what can R we can say from the A cross B, you can say 5, E and 6, E. So this can be relation, and it is a subset of what? Subset of A cross B. R is a relation, subset of what? Subset of A cross B. So in the next slide, this is defined here. A relation is R between two set A and B. The subset of, whose subset? Subset of Cartesian product A cross B. Okay. So if this relation, if the sets are A and B is there, so relation should be 1, A, 2, B, 3, C. These are the subset of what? A cross B. Subset of A cross B. Clear? So now there is a note. Relation are built upon set. Obviously, relation are obviously built upon set, and you can't have a relation without having the set whose elements are related. Obviously. Discuss some term of the relation. So here the definition is given. A relation R from a non-empty set A to non-empty set B is a subset of the Cartesian product A cross B. Obviously. And domain. What is domain? Domain is a very important concept. Domain is that the set of all first element of the ordered pair in a relation R from a set A to a set B is called the domain of the relation R. Very good. So if I set R, if I write a set relation 1, A, 2, A relation. Okay. So A, 2, 3, these are the domain. Means here, so this is suppose set A and set B. So these could be what? Domain. This could be what? Domain of the relation R. So 1, 3, 4 are the domain. And range, the set of all second element in a relation R from a set A to set B is called range of the relation. Means here A, C. This could be range of the relation. Range of the relation. And codomain. What is codomain? The whole set B is called the codomain of the relation R. Whole set. This one the codomain of the set. Now note here the note. Range is always the subset of codomain. Yes, obviously range is always this one always subset of, because this is whole this is codomain. The sum element is what? Range. That's why range should be subset of codomain. Ideas and you got the concept also. So now we'll discuss some example. Let R, these are ordered pair p comma 2p. P is a natural number less than 7. Be a relation. Find the range and the domain of a R. So P is condition like that. Natural number less than 7. So you can consider P 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. So R should be what? R should be 1 comma 2, because if I put p equals to 1 here, 1 and 2 1s are 2. Okay, and here 2 comma 3 comma 6, 4 comma 8, 5 comma 10 and 6 comma 12. Okay, so now we have to find the range and domain. So range, first we will find range. So range is what? In the previous slide we know the second element of the range. So this is the set of all second element in the relationship R is called range. So means these are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 are the range of this relation R. And if I define domain is what? Domain is one. First element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the domain of the relation R. Now let us come to example 2. Let R x comma x cube. X is a prime number less than 5. The relation, find the range. So R equals to, we got. So what is the point here? So x equals to, you can take 2 comma 3, because the prime number and it should be less than 5. So 5 is the prime number, but the less than 5 is there. So 2, 8 and 3 comma 27. This is the relation, and we have to find what? Range. So range equals to, you can write range equals to range. So here the second element will be considered. So 8 comma 27 are the range of the relation. Okay, I hope you got the idea and you understood the concept. So if there is any doubt, you can comment in the comment section. Then we will discuss more and more example, so you can clear the ideas. So today's class is that's all. And in the next class we will discuss types of relation, that is reflexive, symmetric, transitive and equivalence relation. And then we will discuss of example related to equivalence relation. Okay. So till then, keep learning and keep practice. So thank you for watching this video.